to be within the flow of the system, knowing that, even if this is the De La Salle Green Archers that they're facing, that this is just another team, that they just need to be composed, one play at a time.
Let's see kung magiging composed nga ang Hunter team na ito against this Green Archer squad. David with a pick and roll to Manzano. Beautiful pass to Adams with a throwdown.
Wow.
Beautiful ball movement there for New Era. Started with David, then Manzano with an extra pass to Adams and dunks it on two Archers.
We're just seeing TJ Adams masterclass here.
And Adams getting that foul as he draws that from Alex Konov, I believe. We have to get that replay. That shot is so nice, you have to see it twice. David Manzano to Adams against Amos and Romero. Welcome to your TikTok moment. TJ Adams just rising above the defense. Taller than everybody else, obviously. Nagulat na lang si Gallardo dun.
You could just see how the impact of TJ Adams is to the offense of the New Era Hunters. They're energized for sure. They have a go-to. They have an emergency pass at the end of that possession. I think yun yung nabibigay na intangible ni TJ Adams. Yung mindset na pagdating ng 20 to 24 seconds nung shot clock namin, at least merong ganun.
And full court press again as La Salle gets another turnover. Rubico will reset. Calls the play for La Salle. Amos receives it. And a little miscue on that one as New Era gets back the ball. Not sure what that play was supposed to be, but Amos passing to the cutting Konov, pero hindi lang nag-correct yung pasa na yun. David being bothered in the backcourt, gives it to Gallardo. Alley-oop to Adams, just short, hitting that rim there. Could have been another momentum shift for New Era.
Yeah. You could see how New Era has prepared for this.
Let's take a look at this quarter scoring. 90-10 in the first, second quarter deadlock 36-35, and third quarter 56-51. Nakita natin La Salle taking control of the first and third quarter, outscoring the Hunters. But right now, the fourth quarter is anybody's ballgame.
Oh, definitely.
La Salle is up 5. New Era is just down by a very small margin. We've seen them come back from bigger.
Oh.
And Adams again, the collector down low.
Just TJ Adams at the end of the day.
Amos stops on a dime, blocked by Adams. Great hustle by the New Era big man. David passing it to the middle, but contested by Konov. Tried to pass it to Romero, but nope.
You know what I liked about what TJ Adams did there? He did it on offense. Tumakbo siya papunta sa depensa
Like
to get that chase down block.
He doesn't get tired. He spots up on offense, he knows his spot, and then he can run back on defense and contest a three-pointer.
That's true.
David getting that pick from Adams. Cuts it out to Manzano. Little drop step in the middle, but well contested by Pablo. Cortez sees daylight. Adams says absolutely not. And Cortez hits the sign. Hopefully he is okay. Adams also crawling out a bit, checking up on Cortez, and Adams just chasing that.
Wow.
All the way from Commonwealth QC.
We're just at all with this type of game. This is how college basketball should be played. Full of intensity, full of fire from both ends.
We're seeing a renewed TJ Adams in this game. Absolutely. I mean, New Era has gone through 4 games, but I don't think we've seen a TJ Adams of this caliber yet. We know he can defend, we know he can get rebounds, but to do it consistently in one game, that's something we haven't seen yet, as Dumo switches hands midair, gets that conversion for La Salle.
Wow. Andre Dumo slowly showing everyone that I could be that starting forward, starting swing guard, swing player for the De La Salle Green Archers.
Manzano, David splitting the defense. Gallardo all day to shoot. Gets the corner to go.
Perfect execution for the New Era Hunters.
Cortez all the way to the basket. Up and under move. How did he do that? Where did the ball come from?
Wow.
Cortez just manufacturing that ball from his hands, disappearing. Look at this. I don't know what language he speaks, pati yung cameraman napa-ankle breaker.
Oo nga
Hindi
eh.
na naka-keep up sa tira ni Cortez.
But that's an intelligent play, Mix, because he did early offense. Kasi nakita niya kung nasan yung offense. Nabasa niya eh.
Yeah.
And that's just an intelligent play from on the part of course, Jacob Cortez.
And that's been his talent since San Bede. He knows when he can attack the fast break. He knows when the defense isn't set. He gets that gap, makes it work, and gets an end one in the process. Now, it's again a 5-point lead.
Yeah,
for
early
Lasal.
offense, rim run, yun lang ginawa niya eh. Nothing more.
David.
But it was very impactful.
And Gallardo being doubled there, and Cortez gets a steal. Intelligent basketball there by Jacob. Here we go again. Trying to attack. Kicks it out, Konov. Three-pointer, no. Could have been big for Lasal. Cortez, all day to shoot. Short. Konov with a rebound blocked from behind by Sevilla. And the defense of New Era picking up again as Tolentino checks in for the Hunters.
What you see here, Migs, is a back and forth for both ends. Yung depensa kasi na they're making each one survive because of defense.
And now yung kailangan na magic punot ng New Era dito is si Tristan Tolentino. If anyone can get them out of this hole, offensively, it's Tristan Tolentino.
He has to make his shots though.
Yep. Amos is running into traffic. No foul called there. New Era has numbers. Duarte, good defense there by Cortez. Just standing his ground. Gets another rebound. Saves it to Tolentino and just slips out of his fingers. What defense by Cortez? Just Duarte going downhill, standing his ground, and not moving an inch against Duarte. Pakinggan natin ang kwentuhan natin from the sidelines as we listen to our courtside reporter, Bianca Tagarda. Bianca?
After that so close run of the Hunters ng third quarter, Coach Jay regroups the team by giving their big men big responsibilities for this last 10 minutes. As per the huddle, kailangan daw nilang maging mabilis when it comes to passing the ball. Never spoil the defense pa rin and always playing with pride. Migs and Benny, ano ba ang kailangan gawin ng Hunters to survive the Green Archers?
Thank you, Bianca. And I am not so sure, no? Ngayon, what do you think, Benny? Baka you are best to ask this time.
Once it never fails. One stop at a time, one defensive play at a time, and I think yun lang naman yung dapat gawin ng Hunters ngayon. They don't have TJ Adams there, but again, by committee, pwede nilang tutukan yung mga players that matter at this point. And in this case, Andre Dungo and Jacob Cortez. Yan ngayon yung mainit. Tignan natin ano yung magiging defensive schemes nila on these two players.
Cortez navigating through the screen of Duarte. Fadeaway jumper, no good. As Sevilla tracks down the board. David now will reset for the Hunters. Nablo to Tristan. The calling card. Still no answer. Mukhang wrong number yung binigay. Cortez spins away from the defense. Navigating to Dungo. What a pass by Jacob Cortez. Amos, 3, no good. Two clean looks by Lasal but could not convert there.
Wow, if you're a college basketball fan, this is something that you really want.
Sevilla kicks it out to Tolentino. And now Nablo will reset. Gets that pick from Sevilla. Shot clock's at 4. They have to go quick. Drop pass to Manzano. Excellent find by Sevilla.
Wow, it's just an escape act na lang yun, Migs, ano? But that was a smart play by Sevilla to Manzano. Big on big.
Excellent recognition by Jared there. J and J connection. James from Jared. Amos to Cortez. From the passing end to the shooting end. Cortez knocks it down from deep. Nablo trying to figure out the next plan of offense here as Dungo will be whistled for the foul. And Nablo will be helped up here by Manzano. Let's take a look at this three-pointer last time by Cortez. Short na yung tres niya kanina. Ngayon, in-adjust niya lang ng konti. And now set to check in, TJ Adams for James Manzano.
This is Jacob Cortez taking over. This is Jacob Cortez taking over on offense. And kasi, Migs, if you're a point guard, you're tasked with decision making. And I think
Always,
Jacob Cortez now is making the right decisions for the De La Salle Green Archers.
Sevilla trying to go against Pablo. Bad pass. Cortez intercepts it. And Cortez, a free lane to the basket. And timeout again will be called by Coach J. And another takeover quarter for Jacob Cortez. We started with Amos. And then it was slightly to the side of Jared Sevilla and the King Archer now taking charge for his team. 68-60, 8-point lead for the Green Archers. We'll be right back for more fourth quarter action. Coaching staff of New Era just called timeout to talk things over as they're down by 8. Trying to find that wake-up call. So the 5 now on the floor for New Era: Tolentino, Adams, Sevilla, Nablo, and Duarte. They have slashing options, they have three-point options, and of course, the collector down low in TJ Adams. LaSalle sporting the 5 of Dungo, Cortez, Marasigan, Amos, and Konov.
This is nothing new to New Era naman, Migs. They've been down at this point of the game pero nakakabawi sila.
Tolentino still no avail there on the 3. Duarte. Sorry, that's a Nablo on the drive. Pretty little floater on the inside. Parang nagiging second option na nga to si Nablo. But a very reliable one at that. LaSalle almost got away with another basket. Cortez will reset. 3.5 remaining. Finds Amos. Sets that pick for Cortez. Trying to read the defense. Shot clock at 1. Fade away jumper, no. And not a lot of Archers touching that ball on that possession. Nablo. Not sure about that shot early in the shot clock.
That was early in the shot clock, and he had options on the corner and he has options in the middle.
Yep.
That was a bad decision on the part of New Era.
Cortez will get the double screen from Konov and Amos. Adams picking him up. It looked like it worked earlier for New Era. Adams bothering that shot. Sevilla running the break. Nablo down the hatch into the painted area. Pull up jumper, no good. And that's a good shot there by Nablo.
That was a good shot. That was a good selection. He had an open mid-range, a midi. Di lang nga pumasok. Look at Jacob right now. Composed, mature. He's just taking over.
Adams picks up Cortez. Now on an island. Good defense by Adams. But Cortez could have been big. Could have been a big shot. Amos will reset. Cortez waiting for the handoff. Dribbles into traffic. Kicks it out. Amos. Top of the key. 3 is good. Beating the air out of the New Era Hunters as they take on a 9-point lead as we reach the last 2-minute mark, brought to you by Eastern Communications.
A crucial stretch this fourth quarter where TJ Adams was out was very critical.
And a jumper for Serafin Duarte, and yes, that was the turning point here for New Era. There were minutes na wala nga si TJ Adams. De La Salle taking full advantage and now putting them in a 6-point lead now. Cortez, cool, collected. Amos, down it goes. And Mason Amos, as consistent as the tide. 10-point lead now for the Green Archers as New Era takes another timeout with 1.5 remaining. We'll be right back after these messages. That's your 3-point shot play of the game, brought to you by Smart 5G. The last 1.5 minutes now as New Era uses up another timeout to figure out another plan of attack against the Green Archers. But De La Salle has just taken cruise control now. All they have to do is stay composed and execute. The main weapon in New Era in Tristan Tolentino still on the floor. Duarte trying to find Adams. Kicks it out Tolentino. Three-pointer. Still no go. And parang live and die by the three itong New Era. If hindi nagkiklik itong tres ni Tristan Tolentino, usually it's gonna be a loss for New Era. Pero dapat lang nagkiklik. Itong sina TJ Adams, James Manzano, Jared Sevilla. That's your LGR rebound of the game. Pablo seizing it against Adams.
There was a stretch in the last couple of minutes, Migs, para sa New Era Hunters where they had great possessions, and I think the decision making on that part pressured, baka mamaya niyan kumbaga they didn't see it coming, kaya kumbaga it was those that did them in kasi they were really in the ball game.
Quick move by Adams but overshoots it. And Aldrich David with an offensive rebound, still no good. Gets another board and gets that shot to go. And if there's another fallback or another asset that this New Era team has, is its hustle.
That's
Talagang hindi siya nila tumitigil, no? Kahit tambak sila or they're up by a lot against any other team. One of the things na hindi natin masyado napapag-usapan about this Hunter team is their hustle. And maybe more on that later on as timeout will be called by LaSalle. We'll be right back after these messages. And now we're back for the fourth quarter with less than a minute remaining, unless New Era can come up with a comeback of miraculous proportions. They are gonna come up with another loss now at the hands of LaSalle. They lost their first game against Ateneo. Then they're about to lose their second game against LaSalle to UAAP Giants. So definitely good green light for New Era, no? Na from all the experience that they're getting, from all the wins that they've gotten, they just fall short, but from very seasoned programs at that. Amos tries to tack on another three. Bottomless ocean.
Wow. Mix, we're just seeing a glimpse of what will happen by season 88. And it's just
That's gonna be incredible for
wow
LaSalle.
for the De La Salle Green Archers. So Archers fans, you just have to really appreciate what's going to happen to your team.
And the ball sails out of bounds as Cortez tried to save it. So now ball will go back to New Era.
You got 30 seconds to go. Let's see what's going to happen here.
Yep. And Tristan Tolentino now at the inbound with now down by 9. If they come up with a three-pointer, they could still be in the game. David passes Tolentino from the inbound. There we go.
There you go.
Exactly what I was talking about. They have to come,
lead,
they have to come up with a
it can
stop.
happen.
Cortez to Zamora. And Zamora pinasok na. And Duarte and Marasigan having a few words. And Duarte not appreciating the extracurricular activity. And Adams just pulling him away with no problem at all. And it looks like that both teams will be called back to their respective benches. And it looks like the coaching staff of New Era telling us no na nagkaroon ng extracurricular blow si Duarte. Kasi Marasigan kay Duarte, that's why Serafin is extra heated now. But I guess it's a byproduct of the game. Na ngayon, both teams called to their benches now. Obviously a heated game between the Green Archers and the New Era Hunters. Six-point lead now for the Green Archers with about 21 seconds remaining. They could come up with a stop. A key defensive stop here could spell the difference here for the Hunters. Pero yun nga, sinasabi nga ng coaching staff, unang nagbigay si Voris and then Duarte was just trying to retaliate. But yung nakita yata is yung retaliation ni Voris, and there we go. Unsportsmanlike foul will be called on Voris Marasigan. Hindi nga nakita siguro ng referees yung unang bigay ni Voris. And now it's gonna be an unsportsmanlike foul. And it looks like... Yep, that's an unsportsmanlike on Forrest.
Technical fouls called on both teams. New University Hunters and University Archers for improper bench decorum.
And game announcer just finalized that it will be an unsportsmanlike foul against Voris Marasigan, but also a technical foul against both teams here, Benny. Both
That's
on
true.
New Era and LaSalle. Your take on that? What do you think?
Well, at this point, they have to control the temper. We have a very nice game. We don't have, hindi naman natin gusto na mataintan ito ng anything in terms of the violent side. You know, we want to make sure that everything's under control, and I hope that of course our coaching staff will be able to control. And I think in this case we have to commend of course the efforts of Era and yung kanilang mga players to really control Duarte at that point when there was supposed to be something na pwede na naging heated. So let's see. Tignan natin kung ano yung magiging actions na i-fine at gagawin ng ating mga officials dito.
Si Duarte, pinulot lang siya ni Adams kanina eh. Nung umiinit na si Serafin, Adams just hugged him. And then Duarte was still trying to...
We have to commend TJ Adams for doing that, because he understands the implications of these types of actions.
And this behavior and style, it actually reminds me of another Adams, Steven Adams naman.
Steven Adams,
yes. I believe he's from OKC, na very gentle giant, pero pag binangga mo daw, parang pader talaga eh. So yun, kinausap na ng ating security team si Serafin Duarte to try to calm him down. So thank you to our security team, and props to them for keeping the event in control.
Yes.
And syempre yung LaSalle team, talking to Voris Marasigan as well, na syempre kailangan both teams kalmado lang sila. No?
That's right. That's right.
Part of games is physicality. For sure naman yan. This is na ASCU meets UAAP. This is Pinoy Liga Next Man Cup na teams just trying to prove themselves worthy of that first and second seed. Kasi nga, kung babalikan natin yung tournament format natin, it's the first seed against the fourth seed and the second versus the third. Tapos magko-crossover yung Final Four. So definitely na para mas ma-enrich yung experience naman from the side of New Era, to try and clinch those first four spots para mag-crossover to a potential kumbaga rivalry or match against a UAAP or NCAA giant. And on the side naman of the other teams, it's just to kumbaga mag-rest sila to get that twice to beat advantage. But early in the eliminations, this is very surprising to me. So ngayon mukhang na-stop yung game natin because referees are still reviewing that last one. But the last verdict of the referees na in-announce is it was an unsportsmanlike foul on Voris, and then it was a technical foul on New Era, and it was also a technical foul on LaSalle for improper bench decorum.
So both teams will now have technical fouls to be meted against them, and si Voris Marasigan act of violence. I think yun yung tinawag kanina ni head referee.
Yep.
And there's gonna be penalties for it in terms of free throws, if I'm not mistaken.
May free throws yan for sure.
And yung possessions would probably be going to New Era. Let's see here.
Here's the elephant in the room. Now, let's take a look at the right side of the screen. Marasigan, Duarte. Yeah, binigyan ni Duarte doon, and then Marasigan just faces him up. And then Marasigan just shrugs it off. Si Duarte na yung nagbigay during that last time. And then there's the backlash. So Duarte was from that replay, Duarte came from the other side of the floor. Naghihintay lang si Marasigan, and then he just tries to floor Voris, but he just doesn't move an inch. Pero unspo dun kay Voris. Interesting call by the referee, but let's see. Baka may finality pa to na may kinakausap pa ang ating coaching staff from both teams.
I think Commissioner Boying Dilo is like they're seeing it now.
Let's look at the left side of your screen. So Duarte and there we go. That's the elbow that Voris gave Duarte. And I think that was what Duarte was referring to. That's why Duarte was late to the play. He sprinted to the other side, because Voris gave him that elbow. Referees didn't see the initial elbow. And then now Voris is being called for the unsportsmanlike from the previous elbow na hindi natawag. And then it's technicals on both teams.
Yeah, I think that's where
Could be fair.
yung review system natin has shown kung ano yung mga penalties involved.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, it was a clear unsportsmanlike, I believe, on the side of Voris. No? Nakita niya kasi, let's take a look at it one more time. From the left side of your screens, Voris and Duarte. From the shot of Tristan. Shot connects, and there we go. A blow to the right side abdomen of Duarte there, and just floors him. Kita naman na masakit talaga yun for sure. And then Voris looks back. He's back on offense. Then Duarte gives him one.
And this is where the scuffle and
Started.
Yep. Started. Ano? So we go to, of course, our officials to make the proper call on this.
Yep.
And I think they did, Mix, just
Yep.
to review it. Both benches were called for unsportsmanlike, for
technicals.
for technicals,
For
for
improper
bench
bench
decorum,
decorum,
and Boris has been called for, I think it's act of violence. It's a
Yes.
sportsmanlike foul, and let's see how sila head referee Dennis Escaros would continue this game.
And credits din siguro sa referees, no, na hindi nila tinawagan ng unspo itong si Serafin Duarte kasi di naman siya nag-fighting stance.
Yes.
Kinuha kagad siya ni TJ.
Yeah.
So that could have been an eruption more on the side of New
Yeah.
Era if napituhan pa eh.
Yeah, and
si
we commend,
Serafin.
again, we commend the New Era basketball team, yung mga teammates ni Serafin Duarte,
Yeah.
for just, controlling their teammates, We commend that. And then, that's something na kung nag-escalate pa, it could have been different. But I guess this is something that's...
Oh, and Duarte having words with the fans now, not appreciating the feedback that the LaSalle crowd is giving him. Yun yung hindi natin gusto makita, no, from a player, because player to player is probably normal because nagkikiskisa, nagbibigayan in the middle of the game. But if you're trying to fight against the audience, that's a different topic entirely.
And we don't want it. We don't want that. And I guess si Coach Jay at this point and the rest of the New Era Hunters, they're gonna try to control their side.
Yeah.
There's still a chance. If we're gonna
They're
go back
just
to the
down
ball
by
game,
6
they're
with
just
21.
down by 6.
Yeah.
If the tides will turn differently, one defensive play, it could change the landscape of the game, and baka mamaya niyan masungkit pa nila to without without everyone seeing it.
Ayan, sa kaka-review, nakipagkaibigan na nga si TJ sa bangko ng,
Oo, at
ng
least
LaSalle.
na.
Nakikipagkwentuhan na.
Ikipagkwentuhan na si TJ Adams kay
Maybe, could we see him in another green and white? Probably.
We'll never know.
We'll never know.
So
Kasi mukhang nagugustuhan ng LaSalle yung pinapakita niya eh. But
we'll never know.
ayoko lang mag-start ng something na wala naman doon.
But I'm just happy that at this point naging tempered ang both benches.
Well, the referees talk it over for our last calls. We'll go into our timeout. And the calls are now final. It's going to be an unsportsmanlike call on Boris Marasigan for
Okay.
act of violence. So that call stands. It's going to be a technical foul on the DLSU bench.
Okay.
But no technical on the side of the bench of New Era.
Okay.
But there will be an individual technical foul called on Serafin Duarte for
Okay.
unsportsmanlike behavior.
So there's going to be a lot of free throws that's going to happen
Yeah.
dito, Migs. And let's see. Because those free throws would change the landscape of the game.
Yes. And
So-
look at it. The best shooter in the game for New Era will be taking these free throws in Tristan Tolentino. But these are going to be very, very big free throws for New Era because you have the free throws from the unsportsmanlike. We have free throws from the technical foul. So these will be, I believe, the free throws for the unsportsmanlike foul.
Yeah, this free throw by Tristan Tolentino is very important if they want to stay in the ball game because this takes them down to 5 points.
he could turn it into a more manageable two-possession game here. But Tristan Tolentino has been almost absent in this game for New Era. No? He has been called upon on repeat by head coach Jay Axelrod and the rest of the coaching staff. But his three-pointer just was nowhere to be found today. And missing a crucial free throw is Tristan. But he has another one. Oh, and he misses both. Very big misses here for Tolentino. And all you can do now is just take it one play at a time.
Yes.
Right now, wala nang free throws, wala nang galit or sad or annoyance. Can take back those free throws. So what New Era can do now is just focus on the next one.
Those are the two games, the two shots that mattered the most for New Era. I guess that would have taken them down to 4.
And now Zamora will be taking free throws. Obviously, a proud dad on the bench, missing that first one. And mukhang nandito rin yung mga kaibigan ni Ronaldo Zamora cheering him on. He has one more free throw though. So it looks like the teams will be called now as proud na proud si
Proud
Daddy.
dad, of course. The mayor of San Juan, Mayor Francis Zamora.
Francis Zamora, yep. Watching his son in pride, itong si Ronaldo Zamora.
Let's see if he could convert this.
The golden free throw, here we go. It's in. 78-71 now. And now Jared Sevilla pulls up from deep. Oh, top of the key three is good. They're still in the game.
They're still in the game. It's just a 4-point lead.
Cortez can waste away the time. They have to foul. David still not giving up the foul. Pablo Tolentino trying to foul him. Sevilla finally getting the foul against Cortez. And wasting away about 8 seconds of valuable time there was the Hunters. They should have recognized they're down by 4. About 10 seconds remaining in the game clock. They should have fouled.
There was 2 shots, 2 free throws that mattered, and then there's just those mistakes or miscues in during endgame that they have to look back.
And Mr. Late Takeover now at the free throw line, Jacob Cortez with a last half propel for LaSalle here, coming more into life in the third quarter. But I have a guess kung sino yung best player of the game natin, Benny, no? Pero wag na muna natin batiin. As timeout muna ang tatawagan ng New Era University Hunters. We'll be right back after this timeout. And now coming back into the ball game after a roller coaster of almost 4 quarters down to the last 2.4 seconds. TJ Adams will launch a 3 and he overshoots it, and that is all she wrote. Naasco meets UAAP and the Green Archers emerge victorious against the New Era University Hunters 3-2. Now with a record of 3-2 is New Era, and LaSalle will remain undefeated with a record of 2-0. What an incredible game, Benny. I mean, it's been roller coaster. It's a roller coaster in terms of emotion. Lead after lead, run after run, and the defensive stops in the second quarter and the third quarter really spelled the change for both of these teams. If you were to summarize this game in a few words, what would it be?
A few minutes of not looking at the game could spell a big difference.
Oh yeah.
I think it was just a matter of 2 to 3 minutes where you lost control of the game and you completely lost the game. I think that was what happened, because for 37 minutes of the game, nandun pa rin ang New Era Hunters, but I guess nawala pa rin sila.
And both teams were trying to talk it over, but the head coach of New Era still adamant on his point. And the game announcer obviously asking both benches to go back to their respective sides to preserve the peace here. Now calling the security guards. First time ko makita yon.
That's right. And I think it's a good thing that we have our security tight.
Yeah.